Welcome back to Occultists Anonymous, playing Blades in the Dark. Missed you, and we are going to pick up where we left off. But first, I would like to mention that we are, as always, sponsored by Roll20, and all of our wonderful patrons, who are Adele, Al, Alan Michael, Alexander, Engfalith, Bernie, Blood Angel, Brandon, Chris, Daniel, Doc, Dolor, Emil, Funzusuru Ali, George, Jack, Jenny, Josh, Julian, Camouflage. There's a dash in there. I don't know why there's a dash.
Camouflage.
Cat Feathers. Yeah, Ooflage. Cat Feathers, Crazy Man, Melissa, Michael, Milo, Moku, Neo Magus, Noba, Other Michael, Patron number 69. Nice. Perry, Puppeteer, Ramon, Ryan, Shashara, Senna, Mortai, Taryn, The Arcane, Thomas, Toast, Usuf Sama, Vortex, Woodfoot, and Zoltan. Thank you, as always.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate your support. It helps us do nice things, like give Brenna a bunch of money to make us art of our next characters.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a good time.
I'm so excited.
Y'all going to like that shit.
And that project is why we have resisted every urge to throw pen boards at you. You're not allowed.
We are making pin boards that will eventually be available, but for right now, they're Brenna's eyes only.
Yeah, you'll see it. You'll see it soon.
Secrets.
You'll be overwhelmed with a deluge of pin boards. It'll take up 12 hours every day for the next 6 months.
Probably just like 4 pin boards, honestly. Well,
they're real big, though.
I might end up making one for the town.
Mm-hmm. Pins will fall off. Yeah. Ooh, that's a good idea. I'm going to contribute to that.
Mm-hmm.
I've already been saving town images on mine.
I got
course she has.
Anyways, back to our purposes here tonight.
We got
Blades in the Dark,
town
Gothic
images.
Crimes. What did we do? It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah, what
The
did you
game
do?
has left my brain.
Well, I was
Ash
not
wasn't
around.
here.
Tell you what, we got hella harm, hella trauma.
Yep, we did
Major
these
amounts of
things.
stress.
So, yeah.
We unraveled
thank you.
a noble's life.
Thank you, Chad. I do actually know what we did. I have my notes. It's just been a couple weeks.
Trying to help. Just trying to help.
So, when last we left the Freaky Fingers, they had done a score of a sort, investigating at the university in Duskfall on behalf of the Cabbies, where the leader of the Cabbies' nephew had gone missing after writing a note about things being suspicious. The crew got in there, pretended to be some sort of noble layabouts getting into trouble and, research. And found things going pretty wonky. Ended up in a fight with the dean when his demon pen tried to possess him. There were evil books with a fragment of the same demon in them, mind controlling people. There was some creepy murder twins.
Oh yeah, they're real creepy.
Oh, yep.
I got slashed up.
Yep.
Whole bunch of death and alarms.
Rector Man got stabbed a lot.
Right we got in.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was real frustrating.
And everyone managed to more or less hold everything together, with Hook sort of taking the lead on the way out and coming extremely close to chopping into the demon pen with his wonderful friend, the demon sword. I have lost that part of my notes. What is that guy's name? Argaz?
Sort of Argaz.
Yeah.
Alright, guys.
Yeah.
Kind of Gnoth.
Gnoth, yeah. So yeah, it's Demons All the Way Down, as Perry says in chat. Tonight is not Demons All the Way Down, because we need to start off with some downtime that y'all did not get to do, / chose not to do, / we were already over time, / also Ash wasn't there. So let's do it now.
Yeah.
Due to your sort of rampant, rude
Don't know what you're talking about.
around town, and sort of just the ways that And by happenstance, every single one of your jobs has fucked over the ink rigs. They are now not happy with you, officially maximum unhappy. And you are at war.
All right.
Bunch of pencil pushing journalists.
With a bunch of money to send thugs at you.
Yeah. You willing to elaborate on the consequences for ourselves and for the audience?
So mechanically, it means that during downtime, you have only one downtime action. You can still spend coin to do extras if you wish. Okay. But you have one base instead of two because there is a lot going on in your territory. There's lots of little skirmishes and scrabbles, and you're like your little side jobs that you're doing because the game doesn't assume that you're just doing this one job, and then you have lives, you have things you're doing, and the sort of back and forth of trying to take stuff from them taking stuff from you, screwing each other's jobs over, that kind of thing distracts you from other pursuits.
That makes sense. Is that the only consequence?
Let me look it up.
Cool.
It's like, the guy asking, "Hey, professor, did we have any homework?" Dude, shut up!
We're trying to tell a story here about getting into some hijinks.
It's very, very, very.
You learn about consequences. It's opportunity for things you can mitigate. I tell you what, the crafty man wants to release a lot of frustration against the ink regs. Because as he said, he holds them partially responsible for the crazy things that happened at the university. Because if they hadn't said anything, then perhaps it hadn't gone as far. And therefore, crafty might not have become cold.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They had that overstress.
Yes, exactly.
I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with my one downtime action. Well, I guess we have cash. How much cash do I have?
I think 5.
Oh yeah, you should. You can only have 4.
Oh, that's in the stash. I've got one.
Yeah, we all got 5 in the stash. You can convert it to pocket change though, at a ratio of 2 to 1.
She's just pressing herself on my feet.
Love me.
Want to participate? That's what I'm talking about.
All right, so they will go out of their way to hurt you, even if it's not in their best interest to do so. They expect you to do the same and take precautions against you. When you're at war with any number of factions, your crew suffers +1 heat from scores. You temporarily lose 1 hold.
Okay.
Which is... you lose their turf, essentially, for right now. And you only get 1 action downtime rather than 2. You can end a war by eliminating your enemy or by negotiating a mutual agreement to establish a new status rating.
Oh! We either have to negotiate with them or get rid of them completely?
Or do a score against them and then ransom back whatever we got.
Which would be the mutual agreement.
Yeah.
Right.
Like if they were getting like a big new printing press or something.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Those nerds love their printing presses.
And we hit that.
That's great. Greg, that's an excellent suggestion.
I'm sure Chris has some plans, though.
So I mentioned this. I will be upfront with the audience. I mentioned this in our chat earlier today. I have a score today where we can talk about this as sort of a group director kind of thing, where the Ingregs are going to get involved, and it'll be sort of a big mess. And then, depending on how this plays out, I imagine that next week y'all could design your own score of how to finish off the Ingregs or get back at them or whatever you need to do.
Oh, that sounds good.
Cool.
That sounds real good. I like that plan.
All right. So, downtime.
Cool. Oh, can we still spend coin in order to get extra downtime? Okay, so we just have the free downtimes. We only get 1. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
Well, mine's pretty straightforward, I think. I'll be indulging vice.
Oh yeah,
You-
gotta do it.
How do we get bonus dice for indulging vice?
No.
Downtime
Oh,
actions are just basically flat rolls.
Only 2?
Oof.
Yike.
Yeesh.
Yeah, jeez, that's
I
frustrating.
will spend a coin.
Bump it up one.
Do I indulge that vice again, or do I just bump it up one?
I don't think you can spend a coin on this.
Okay.
Let me
Oh,
see.
wait a minute. Let's see.
Because it's not based on tier, it's based on the roll.
Mhm.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Lo Santo. You can spend a coin to do other things, though.
We do have a lot of heat,
Very true.
so I'll spend a coin to reduce some heat.
Huh?
And that's it for me.
We got a roll for that. So how are you reducing heat?
I'm gonna lean in on Satara and get her cult to just muddy the waters with the ink rakes.
Mm.
So they end up chasing a lot of false leads and stuff that goes nowhere.
Hmm.
Does that work? I'm assuming
Sounds
Satara
good.
will extract something from me for that, but I roll for that.
I have
or-
a.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm so out of practice.
And
That'd be
It's all good. We played a whole different game last week.
Yes, and that
Off screen
was so
even.
much fun.
It
would
was
that
so good.
Be consort,
I
Is that
think
what-
that's
or-
probably accurate.
sure, or sway consort.
Hmm.
Look like one die, so
My risky or controlled?
doesn't matter because it's
Doesn't
just
matter?
downtime. Yeah.
I did not mean to click that.
We do not actually have ghost echoes.
Ooh.
Oh,
Whoa, jeez.
rough.
Like,
It's all right because it's still like one heat, I think.
one heat.
Nope. I have removed the one heat.
Great. Craig, I have a
This is where
suggestion.
you could spend
wait.
a coin here, because this one is based on tiers. So this would bump that one up to a 4, which would reduce 2 heat.
Given that we're in a war, I think I will spend the extra coin.
What I was going to suggest is one of us could spend that coin and then make a roll to reduce heat,
Oh, okay.
because we might be able to get 2.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I'm
Oh,
good at reducing
yeah,
heat.
exactly. I was also going to suggest, Craig, that if you spent your own coin
Mhm.
to reduce heat, that we currently have 4 in the stash or not the stash, but we have 4 in the
Vault.
crew amount in the vault.
Yeah.
Sorry, thank you. And we can keep a max of 4, so we have to use it somehow. We could distribute it to people, but if you use one of those, then you wouldn't have to use your own. We already have like the maximum amount stored, so
If that's okay with everybody, sure.
Sure.
Okay.
And yeah, I would say just because like I literally just picked up the good at reducing heat.
Let you
Yeah,
roll it
spin
and
that
spin the
coin.
coin for
You want to
it.
do that?
Like, let me do that over here.
yeah, that's a good idea.
All right. Well, how does Hook
It's
do
your-
this thing?
It's your thing.
Yeah, it's
Do what you're gonna do.
going to be I'm actually thinking I'm probably going to be like out with Ingrid and just
Ooh.
consorting with people and showing that look guys, like freaky fingers are not that bad. Like doing the whole Bruce Wayne at
Right.
the Batman. He's just a a maniac in a mask. He's not really a bad guy. These freaky fingers. I think this journalism is just a bunch of bullshit. They're probably just a bunch of hoodlum kids and their dog. So I will roll. Well, it doesn't matter which I roll because it's all the same stat wise.
Yeah.
I roll sway.
Consort
Was that-
or,
Was that a Little Rascals reference?
or swaying. Yeah. I think it was a Scooby Doo reference.
Oh,
Little
okay.
A, little B. How about that?
A 6.
But I go up one
Damn.
level.
So it's a crit.
Oh, nice. So it's a crit, which
Oh,
is
jeez.
5 heat.
It's all done.
Nice.
Yeah. I was like, hang on, Craig, like I got this. I got this. And
That's
then,
pretty satisfying.
now, just to make sure that we're doing this all above board, because there's still the 4 coins in here. Craig, did you take a coin?
I did not.
Okay, cool. I am going to take a coin though, because my stress is a little bit high.
Yep.
And I've seen what happened to Crafty Man. Like, I don't want to go down that road. So I'm going to indulge in my luxury vice and go get myself a new suit.
Fantastic.
And that's let's see here, indulge vice. Let's see. Oh, no bonus dice. So 6. 2, 3, 4, 5.
We're
6.
still just a tier 1 crew. Yeah.
We are now a tier 1
0.
crew. We were tier 0. We are now tier 1.
Yeah,
Y'all
but then
also
because we're
stashed
at war, we're temporarily tier 0.
Lost a hold, not a.
Not a tier.
Isn't that what happens? Because when we have weak hold, so you lose hold,
sorry.
you drop down
Yes, I had the
temporarily
wrong
to
thing.
strong.
Yeah, so you'd be strong 0 now. Just temporarily.
Okay, because that affects what I wanted to do.
Like an asset or something.
I was going to craft, but I can't get the thing I want because we don't have high enough tier.
That's frustrating.
I mean, that's what coins for.
You can up it by 1, but that's not enough.
Oh, you need a tier 2?
You
Tier
can
3.
spend multiple coin to raise tiers.
Oh, there you go. I mean, at this point, like, Hook doesn't have anything planned for that money.
The crew did level up, and we did not assign that last time because Ash was not here.
That's
So
awesome.
this is something else we need to decide before we start.
Cool.
Again.
Yeah. It's a really good point.
Which, actually, yeah, because we had talked about doing the workshop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does the workshop assist in this crafty stuff?
That's an automatic tier.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I'm cool with
nice.
picking up the workshop. Like, once I realize that I can do con many, like, forging.
Oh,
Con many finger wiggling.
It's like every wild character crafting, man.
Yeah.
Band-aids. Dinner.
And then you'd have another box. You would assign
Oh, we get 2? Ooh.
1 ability or 2 boxes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So we take a workshop and
Do you want to? Oh, or because this is just.
Because I was thinking about the underground maps and passkeys. Or,
Also the gang.
I mean, yeah, I was just say, or if everybody's up for it, I'd love some thugs to boss
thugs.
around. But
I think, given that
Especially
we're at
since
war,
we're going
I
to
think
war.
having some thugs might be a good idea, actually.
yeah. Do we want the rooks?
because I'm trying to remember. Which was
So for
which.
1 box, you can get rooks or skulks, elite rooks or skulks, which are 1 tier higher.
Mhm.
Or, sorry, 2 tiers higher.
Mhm.
Because they're elite. Fine. I should probably look that up. Talking out of my butt.
Oh, okay, yeah. So a gang has scale and quality equal to the current tier. Some crew upgrades will add elite, which gives them 1d when they roll for a
There you
given
go.
type.
There you go.
So yeah, rooks would be con artists, spies, and socialites, which is more of Hook's thing. Skulks would be scouts, infiltrators, and thieves. That's more crafty man's thing. Either way, I like both. So I leave it up to the rest of the crew.
I don't really have an opinion either way. I just think more bodies is good.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Sure.
I don't think the socialites are as important.
Although we are we're in Brightstone, so
Right. And because it's con artists, spies, and socialites.
That's true.
So it costs. Does it cost 2 upgrades to get the group, and then there are special upgrades to make them better?
So,
it costs 1 upgrade to get
To
them?
get a different type of group, would cost 2 boxes.
Okay.
Oh, right.
But because you are shadows, you more easily align with skulks or rooks.
Okay.
That top
Oh, great.
section.
So we can get either of those two. Okay, cool. That sounds good. Oh, I see. Shadows specific upgrades. Gotcha.
Mhm.
And then there's the abilities, and then there's the regular upgrades.
let's
And
get some
those are the
rooks.
ones that cost you. Okay. Thank you, Chris.
Rooks. All right.
Yeah, let's get them
Cool.
rooks.
Marked. And so when we create a cohort, we give them 1 or 2 edges and an equal number of flaws. Cool.
Edges can be fearsome, independent, loyal, or tenacious. And flaws are principled, savage, unreliable, or wild.
Ooh.
Personally, I like the idea of independent and loyal folks, so we can just send them out, do stuff, and we trust that they will actually do it. And I'm totally cool taking that they're wild but principled.
Rowdy boys.
Yep, but they're lines that
Good
they will
rowdy
not cross.
boys.
Not the way we want it,
Oh,
necessarily
yeah.
in the way we want it. Yeah.
I
Crafty
mean,
Man wants to go out with the rowdy boys.
All right, so independent and loyal.
mm-hmm. And
Principled and wild. All right.
Ooh, and I can roll command to oversee. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Got those settled.
Back to
Come up
downtown.
with some names real
downtown.
quick. Whoever has it, wants it, needs it.
Ash or Ralph, I think.
After the downtime.
Yeah, I'll wait.
I wanted to craft the silence potion. It's a tier 3.
Okay.
So I roll.
You have
Tinker.
a tinkering ability, right?
I have artificer. Whenever I craft or creation with spark craft features, which this isn't.
Ah, yes. Okay. So you will need to get
It's tier 3.
it's tier 3.
So I
you're
don't-
starting with tier 1 if you roll a 4 or 5 because of the workshop. So roll a 6 and a coin, double 6s, 4 and 2 coins, or a 1 and 3 coins. There are all ways to get this thing.
We'll roll and see what I get. Let's just roll tinker, right?
Double 6.
Just roll good. There you go.
5, 4, 6.
Mm-hmm.
And I spend
So
a
you
coin.
get 6. So 6 bumps it up to tier 2, and then you spend a coin to get it to tier 3.
Okay, cool. So I have 2
Sweet.
vials of a silence potion.
Heck yeah.
What does Silence Potion do?
It's fun. Creates an area of utter silence around the shattered vial. And it starts a clock on being accosted by the spirit wardens.
Hmm.
1 tick per use. So it's a 4
Excellent.
clock. So just don't use it 4 times. Right? That's what that means, yeah.
Sure.
Well, once you have a clock, there are other ways that clocks can be advanced, right?
Well, yeah. But for this one, you
All
advance it. But you advance it 1 every time you use the vial again.
Mm-hmm.
So I can use it. I have 2 vials. I can use it twice.
But I'm just saying that that is not the only way that clock will advance, but it does always advance by that action. Crafty Man?
Alrighty. So I'm trying to think. So Crafty Man wants to do a few things. He's definitely going to spend at least 1 coin. One of them is he wants to indulge his vice. Another is he wants to recover. He has a little bit of harm. He could wait and keep that slice, but he wants to get rid of it because he has plans to get into a few scuffles and make hell for the ink rakes. So I am looking at healing. We don't have anybody with a physical ability or an expert healer. So I get the impression that I have two real options. I can try and find someone, or I can just tough it out and roll 0D.
In general, I let people spend a coin to like hire somebody real quick.
Oh, really? Cool. Okay, great. And then like
can
what
hire a
do we
2-die
roll
roll.
then? Okay. Oh, that's nice.
With
Okay.
a coin.
That
Generally, how
sounds
I
really good.
think it works out
Okay.
fairly enough.
That
You can
sounds
spend a
pretty
coin
nice.
to improve this as well, based on the results, since it is a
okay.
2-based roll. So
Great. Then let's do that. Let's start a healing clock.
Hmm.
So I will spend 1 coin from my own. Doop. All right. Now, there we go. Great. And then I roll 2 dice. And let's see. I guess I just use default roll 20, or should I just like roll something on my sheet?
just use,
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
you can use default, or you can do a chance roll fortune. And
Oh,
that's the
I
die.
see. Oh, that's right. Okay, because it would be just a fortune roll. Okay. Thank you. 2 dice.
Oh, I forgot.
All right. So
Cool.
I got a 5.
So you have 5.
So that's 2 segments.
5 would
right?
give you 2 segments.
All right, cool. Then in order to get rid of it, I need another. So all right. So it's 1 coin to heal or to hire someone, and does that count for the downtime activity as well? Or do
Yeah.
I need to? Okay, cool. Then I will. So I still have 1 downtime activity. I want to try and get some more healing again. But I imagine I have to pay coin still, right? Okay, then I think I'm going to pay 1 more coin.
Generally, you can't do the same action twice.
Oh, really? I thought it was just training that you can't do the same action twice. I misunderstood. Cool. Okay, then I will do other things.
I mean, if that's what you... Yeah, that's fine.
It's no big deal. No, there are various things I'd like to do, so I'm happy to.
Okay.
I'm fine healing only once. So then with the regular downtime, I will indulge my vice. Okay, so
And we've overindulged again.
No.
I take the lowest, right?
Oh, no,
Yeah, that's what it
that's
says,
right. Okay, 2.
Cool.
Sorry, I missed that it was...
No big deal.
Right, because you've only got 1 category with skill dots in them. I forget this thing.
That's right.
All prowess.
Oh yeah, got to be doing it. Okay, so I got 2 coin. Let's see. I could train. I'm not going to train. Save that coin for now. I might need it later. After what happens.
So we shall see. All right.
Yeah.
So, if I may suggest,
Go right ahead.
I've come up with 2 random names for your new Rook friends.
Oh yeah.
We have Julian and Jaden Wallace, couple of brothers,
Sure.
All right.
likely to be beating each other up as getting anything done. Very shit. What are the guys from Ocean's 11?
Yep. I had gone there as soon as you
Yep.
said Julie and Jane. I was like,
It sounds good.
Gotta go get those dice made in Mexico.
Yeah.
Literally the best scene.
Yeah, that's it.
We gotta bring
Good part of
management. La Molotov.
Yeah. The twins.
Yeah.
All right. And then y'all are welcome to come up with a little sort of sub gang name for them, if you like.
It's only
Eh.
2 of them. Doesn't
Yeah, I
seem
was just
to
say
be-
once there's more of them, or they've like
Sure.
How about the
They don't get a cool name.
I mean, like they gotta earn it. Like they may be elite.
We got a
but-
shitty name assigned to us by the newspaper.
Stinky Pinkies?
think for now-
That's
I think for now
hilarious.
just the twins.
Yes.
The digits.
Yes, that's so good.
The twins is pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
They're brothers, but they get called the twins.
Mhm.
They look nothing alike.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're not
different heights.
twins.
Yeah, they're not twins. No.
Mhm.
What's like like when you have the big guy that everybody calls tiny? Like
Right.
it's the same
Yeah.
thing. And also, Ralph, I'm sorry. I thought you were laughing at your own joke. I hadn't realized that had come from Twitch
Oh,
chat.
no.
Yeah, no, that was,
Yeah, no, I was
guys, that's
looking
all
at the
Twitch.
chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's that. Last thing to do would be to find a way to introduce our new job.
Where was Cricket all last week?
Yeah,
I
what
was
Cricket?
working. I was very busy with like my actual real life job that I'm trying to not get fired from, and also
Mhm.
trying to lay low.
Cricket, you do hear some rumors over the course of, I don't know, about a month or so, that elsewhere in the science world, that a sort of sparkcraft obsessed noble from the Imperial City has apparently invented some sort of new explosive.
Everybody leans in.
I am intrigued. Yes.
You
Um,
don't say.
And while obviously he's been unwilling to share his results, he is supposed to be bringing a sample
Hmm.
to Duskfall to show it off to members of the sort of nobles and elites of various aspects of society. Many purposes this explosive could be put to use.
Uh-huh.
And you actually get approached at one point by oh god, what's his name? Large lad
The one
from
who
the
choked
grinders.
me in the hallway. Or,
Oh,
no.
No, not him.
Gorge? No, Gorge.
Oh my gosh.
That's with H.
Yep.
Hutton.
That's him.
Hutton.
You get approached sort of like one day you're just walking home and he's just standing there outside your home.
Okay.
Oh, we
Hello,
all live
little
on
one.
the ship, don't we? Don't we have the...
No.
No?
That's
Oh,
our
there are quarters now.
base.
Oh,
Yeah, we have
you can
quarters.
sleep there. You don't have to. I
Matthew
assume that
sleeps in the
Cricket probably
barge.
does not.
I have a house, yeah.
I am a normal person, just like you, human.
And there's this, 7.5 foot tall sort of
Super mutant outside my door.
mutant man sitting outside your door. Hello, little one.
Hi.
You hear about the explosives?
I have, yes.
What do you
Do you-
know?
Not a lot that this guy has made them, and he's coming with them.
Hmm?
But I don't have any details. Do you have details?
I have details and request.
Mm-hmm. I'm listening.
It's coming on train, of course. Guarded. But I believe that some of the admirals have wanted to take samples out on their next hunts. And that Lord Sharp has brought more than a significant amount of these samples. And
Okay.
if some were to make it into the hands of the people, a great many revolutions could occur.
I am intrigued. Do you have any details on which train? Other than just train?
It is the one that will have the explosives on it. That is all I know.
Okay. Well,
But you do this thing,
Mhm.
we will be even.
that's okay.
And it's good to be even with Hutton,
Mhm.
especially if he has new explosives.
Are
I'll
you not even with
see
Hutton?
what we can do. Because I'm also very interested in these new explosives.
Mhm. All right, little one. Have a good evening. And he, like, sort of monster stomps away. People hiding in alleyways as he walks by.
Mhm. Okay, well. I'll come relay this to everyone else. I'm just like, so do y'all have any idea how to find out which train?
Look through the manifest. And if someone will tell you, beat it out of them.
It's kind of what
Know
I was
something
thinking
about
too.
trains? I mean,
I'm just off the top of my
And-
head.
and I mean, she
I'm kinda
works for
guessing
the
Huck's new girlfriend
Sparkcraft
might-
inventor lady.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly that.
Mm-hmm.
If explosives are coming to town, somebody rich is paying for them.
Who runs the trains? Who watches the train?
Yeah.
Blaze, he's a pain.
I mean, not the entire train, probably just like a compartment.
I mean, also, we're not like
Are we,
not stealing all of it.
are we really going to knock over a train?
Why not knock over the train?
Well, because like the train. Have
Because
you
if you
ever?
knock over the train, it'll explode.
But also, do you know how many potential passengers there are on a train? When train heists go wrong, it's because somebody got greedy and tried to take the entire train. You get a compartment, you clear it out, you get out.
You know what I think we should do? I think we should find the train. I think we should get some explosives or demolition equipment of our own.
Mhm.
And at a convenient place,
Oh,
we destroy the connection between the car that has the
that
explosives
seems a little.
and the one ahead of it.
Mm-hmm.
And we take the explosives.
Yeah, the problem is then we still
Hmm.
have a train car that is probably full of guards.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
okay.
definitely guards with the thing.
There's definitely guards in that room.
you all would know that all of the lightning trains are sort of run by and guarded by the railjacks, who are sort of engineers and all around badasses wielding white lightning guns to keep the train safe while they're out in the
Demon wastes.
the demon wastes. So, at minimum, I will give you that one for free.
Yep.
All right.
Lightning gun conductor guards.
As Perry says, yes, they're literally the superconductors.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Terrible.
It's a good name.
That's
It's
a good one. I like that. Yeah, way to go.
So I think the core of your plan is good and should be what we go for, but also we're going to have to fight these guards.
I didn't give you a plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm talking to
Oh,
Kraken.
Crafty Man, yeah.
Yeah, then we fight him.
It is worth noting, Cricket, that since the return of everyone from the last job, that Crafty Man has been decidedly more cold. I'll leave further explanation of that up to Ralph, but yes, did suffer a trauma.
We fight him. It's their choice if they want to stop us.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're probably going to choose to do that because we're not exactly heavily armed.
Yeah, they're probably going to be better at that than us.
We have a demon
Hear a
sword
little
that can
whisper,
take your
a
blood.
little
No.
whisper in the back of your head.
Pretty sure our guys will take out those fucking engineers real quick. If you weren't such a chump, Hook,
Oh shit!
you could have pulled it out before.
Coulda,
Maybe things would have been different in the university.
baby.
I think, look, we're getting in a whole host of shit because people aren't willing to do what's necessary. I think we got some stupid railjacks who want to step in the way of us getting what we deserve. Kill them. Whatever. Who cares?
All right.
I mean, that has some
look,
problems.
Corby, come on now. Don't you know our guys' sister? What's the problem?
I
You
do know
walking
our
around?
guys' sister, and that's
You swagging around, Hook? Come on. Just pull out the sword. Take him out. No problem.
I'm not super down with just hanging out with demons.
No, I mean, you've been. I mean,
What do you think Corby is?
Well, yeah, I was just saying, yeah, Corby's half demon at this point, I think. No,
got black eyes.
but, you know, all these demons, all the ghosts, you know, all that kind of stuff. But no, I mean, if it comes to it, we kill them. We have to, but you know, we can be more subtle than that.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather not
wanna
kill
hit him.
anyone because I don't want to have to deal with the
Spirit
crows
wardens,
and the
yeah.
wardens and the ghosts.
The
That's-
ghosts
that's
themselves.
part-
If you rob
If you
them
kill them on
outside
the
of,
train.
you kill them on the train, they'd be out of Raven range.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
We still have to deal with the ghosts.
Yep.
Well, if the ghosts are moving on.
Well,
But they
not if
take
the-
a bit to come
Not
back
if
up.
the body's not
Okay.
on the train.
so let's just put a pin in that for a moment.
So yeah,
So-
kill them outside the city, toss the body, and the ghost can't catch you.
Sure. So
Have it.
just for a moment, for the sake of discussion, let's just put a pin in the whole stuff
The murder
happens on
plan?
the train.
I don't.
We'll just say
I'm not
stuff
down with
happens
the
on the
murder
train.
plan.
How do we get to the train, and how do we get away from the train?
Yep.
Sneak and jump on it. Descend down a rope. Drop on the train.
Right, but we're
Or it could sneak on there.
We got to get out of the city to the train. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and into the Ghostlands and stuff, or the Deadlands. I'm not clear on how that part happens.
Well, you tell the ghost to leave us the fuck alone. That's what happened.
Sure.
Like the hand comes over on Corby's shoulder and being like, Corby's great and all, not all powerful wizard.
No, and I might be able to make a bargain with 1 or 2 or 3, but
Yeah.
a dozen, 30 might be a little
Uh-huh.
more than I can handle.
I mean, what are the chances that there's like a pile of 30 ghosts outside the city?
But don't they want in?
Specifically where you're trying to... What?
Yeah,
No?
I mean,
No, okay.
didn't we erect this massive electrical fence to keep them all out?
Keep out the demons.
That's mostly the demons, yeah. The ghosts are just kind of a byproduct of that.
And I mean, people do live outside the city.
I used
They're
to.
weird, but
Yep.
I mean, they got
Ding.
prisoners roaming out there every day, scavenging for things.
So now, and this is more directed towards, well, actually, no, because Chris, you already mentioned, it's coming from the capital here.
Mhm.
Right. Okay. So we know the line that it's likely to be on. It's just identifying which
Oh,
one.
it is a well talked about thing going on. I won't even make you use it like a gather information roll. You are able to figure out where and when the train is coming.
Okay.
Why don't we hop on it as a stop on the way?
Yeah, that's kind of my thought, is take something out, hop off that train or some such, and then board. Take a train to the capital kind of
Because
thing.
it's like a passenger train, right? We can get passage onto it.
Yeah, it's combination passenger and
Oh, okay.
stuff.
That makes that much easier. Okay. I was thinking like heavily militarized train. Okay. Cool.
So here's where the stuff happens at the train part affects the next part, is how do we, we're not going to be able to just ride back in on the train if it's full of bodies.
Right.
Why
Like
not?
there's going to be serious eyebrow raising happening and
No,
stuff like that.
I mean, my thought is we just need to steal some samples, because like even a couple pieces of the stuff, drop them in our pockets.
Is your how are you even in debt to this guy? I'm just curious.
We're in debt.
Y'all pissed him
We're
off.
in debt to him. We stole their boat.
Hutton?
That's,
Yeah,
The barge.
it's not good.
Oh right. Yes, sorry.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
You haven't
Cricket's
fully
problem,
paid
it's
it
all
off
of our
yet.
problem.
yeah.
Right.
Hook kind of thumps the timber. It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
the barge, Corby.
Yeah, because
So I don't know if he's going to be sasatisfied with a few pockets full of.
I mean, he said he wants samples.
I mean, if
Farm
we can
samples?
get the samples out of the hands of the people controlling it, then we can work on having other people synthesize it.
Right.
Problem is that no one knows how to
Okay.
make it.
Right.
And this guy's got a
who knows
chokehold
what
on
it is.
So if we can get it and then let the people have it.
Yeah.
Like, our job was to get some samples. So that's what we're going to do.
Look, this is what we do, okay? We can sneak on the train, or we can get disguises. Or we can get whatever kind of fake tickets or real tickets. Doesn't matter, right? You can take care of that, Hook.
Yep.
And we get on there. We're sitting around. We ask around. And we talk to some railjacks. Somebody, I don't know, sways some railjacks to tell us where the shit is. Schmooze with them. Drink them up, get them drunk. You figure out what it is. We grab some of it, throw it off the train into a convenient place. Maybe Corby would get some ghost or demon help.
And in my head, I'm seeing a train run by with this big mushroom cloud in the back.
That's
and
right
then-
beside it. I don't think we throw
and
it
then-
anywhere, just saying.
and then the crafty man says, and then we get off and murder anybody in the way.
Okay, we're going to have to address this thing here in a minute.
I think we'll call that Plan C.
Right. Might need a couple other letters. Yeah. Also, just to remind chat, there are no animals. They're all dead.
That's not true. If you get a carriage, it comes pulled by goats. You get a carriage and 2 goats.
That's
There's
Goats
goats.
are cool.
They're very big goats. These
They're
horses
tough
do
goats.
exist, but they're very, very rare and expensive.
that's fair.
Mhm.
So when you buy a carriage, you get 2 giant black goats.
So we play our strong cards and sneak into where the explosives are, stuff our
Mhm.
pockets full of explodey things,
Yeah,
and
man,
get
then
out.
sneak back off and mix in with the rest, and nobody's the wiser.
Right.
that's right.
All right.
And then we just
So-
walk off the train with the other passengers when they arrive.
Mm-hmm.
That's one way to do it.
I think
So-
I'm going to work on some contingencies, though.
Yeah, I mean, ideally that would work, but I don't.
Mhm.
I mean, it never goes according to
Hi.
plan.
Hold
Hi,
up.
Chris.
Sure.
We're kind of talking in circles of and
Yep.
avoiding the point of the game of Blades in the Dark at this point. So if
Yeah.
you want to find any more information to make a better plan, tell me how you do so.
Yep.
If not, tell me what our infiltration plan is
Yep.
with the one detail.
Yeah. No, at this point, Hook is going to basically get information on the layout and or defense of the train compartment itself, like what the security is for it. And I think that's probably just going to be him working through Ingrid and just, trusted contact kind of thing, which consort sway, it's all the same
Consort.
for Hook. Six.
Cool.
Great. Yeah, you get a important details sort of manifest of through family contacts and everything. Ingrid's able to track down this information for you. Lord Sharp will be in the first class coach. First class
Train car.
coach is the right word?
Yeah.
Sure.
With the storage compartment hooked up behind that, sort of at the end of the train. But he can be near to his discovery without and kind of produce the least amount of people that could get to it and stuff like that.
The loops in the caboose.
Mm-hmm. Ahead of that, you've got other passenger cars, 2 of them. You've got 3 more storage cars ahead of that, and then the engine.
Mm. So if I understand correctly, you're saying starting from the back of the train, there's the caboose, which has the explosives, 2 passenger cars.
First class
3.
is before.
Sorry, what was that, Ash?
His first class car is in front of the caboose with the stuff.
Okay, gotcha.
And then
So
the
the
passenger
caboose, 1 first class passenger car, another passenger car, and
2
then
more
3.
passenger cars.
2. Okay, so there's 3 passenger cars total, 1 of which is first class.
Mhm.
And then after those 3 are 3 storage cars, and then the engine.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, which means we just get on as passengers.
you get us in the
Preferably at
first
least
class?
some of us in first class. Yep. But we'll figure that out. You guys do other information gathering.
We got us all into a fancy party. So
Mm-hmm.
So the Railjacks are basically just a gang like anyone else, right? They're a crew.
Mhm.
And they got
They have
rivalries
jobs.
and all that other kind of stuff, right? So I'm thinking there's probably what I'm looking for, and I don't know necessarily the best way to get that, is I'm looking for a couple of ghosts that were victims of the Railjacks.
ooh, yeah.
Just keep in my back pocket in case everything goes to shit and I need to, throw the ghost grenade and create a big distraction.
I like it.
Can you run that by me one more time?
I want to get my hands on a couple of ghost jars that have ghosts that were victims of the Railjacks, who have animosity towards the Railjacks, or some reason that they would be wanting to terrorize Railjacks, just in case we need them as a distraction.
Okay.
Not necessarily an information thing.
Yeah, this
but-
would take us back to downtime. You definitely have to spend coin for it. An asset this specific is probably going to be like a tier 3.
Damn.
But it's going to be pretty hard to get your hands on.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought I'd be able to do that as part of the setup. Okay, that's fine.
Because the
they also-
setup is just gathering information.
Yeah, assets are things you have to get as downtime.
Well, I didn't know about the job
Um,
when we had downtime.
Well, yeah, that's fine. Like, I'm willing to let you go back and do the roll if that's what you want to do. That's fine. I'm just letting you know it's going to be difficult because it's a very specific thing, and they don't generally leave that many sort of victim ghosts because they shoot them with lightning
Mhm.
until they pop them.
That's true, because lightning within the setting is the thing we use
Anti-ghost.
to get rid of ghosts. Yeah.
Blows up electroplasm.
I really appreciate that emphasis, Chris.
Pop.
Till they pop, okay?
Till they pop. I can't say till they die. They're already ghosts. Like,
That's right.
They're already dead.
Do they re-die?
So this is
they
like,
die, and if we kill them,
Sparkcraft, right? So there's a ghost field element to it. Is that accurate?
Which part?
Which part?
The explosives.
You do not know if there is any occult.
Yeah, we don't
of
know
the
what it's made of.
All we know is that it's an explosive.
Sure.
Like that is
Super
one of the
good.
big reasons why this guy's coming here is to show it off and to talk
Right.
about what it is and stuff like that. So further the advancement of technology and whatnot.
Makes
Okay,
sense
let
to
me
me.
keep thinking. Somebody else can go.
Okay.
All right. So, actually, I should wait. Is anyone else? Was anyone else eager to go?
I want to see if I can
Go
find
ahead.
like schematics for the trains.
Mm.
So if I want to plan how to detach
Mhm.
the last cart,
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Study.
Yeah.
What situation? Doesn't matter. Yeah, 5.
Nice.
Nice.
Way to go.
Yeah, you're able to find some of the. I mean, they're a little outdated. They're like the ones that have become like public record kind of stuff.
Mhm.
But you're able to find some schematics on how exactly lightning trains work. They literally have a sort of skirt of lightning
Ooh.
that sort of propels them in a way. And don't try and make me explain physics, but this is what happens. We've got a sort of maglev train with lightning shooting out under it. It's about a 10-foot
Fucking
wide.
cool.
Or like 10-foot space out from the train, right? So it's not easy to sort of jump upon or off of. And,
Are there how are the gaps in between the cars? Like moving from car to car?
they are shielded galvanized rubber.
Oh, that makes sense.
And there is a underneath of that, there is sort of a classic,
big hook and
hook and it's a
Hook and
train.
Yeah.
It does a train thing.
like-
You can hit it with a hammer and send the train backwards. Not
I was trying to
backwards,
is it possible
get
to
left behind.
step out of a door and then get out like on top of the train?
Dangerous and inadvisable, but possible. Yes.
Hell yeah.
I mean, if you're doing a train heist and you don't get on top of the train as you're doing a
This
train
one doesn't have
heist,
all
What
the
are you
roof.
even
We've
doing?
really fucked up here. All right. Greg, did you
Okay,
figure out what you wanted to do?
So the train covers a specific route, right?
Yeah, it's on track.
Tracks and everything, or something like that, or yeah. So is there any effects or oddities or strangeness in the ghost field anywhere along the route that might be something that I could use for our advantage?
How do you try to figure this out?
I'm going to consult with my peers.
air quote.
Yeah. We're sort of a loose conglomeration of people, but
You can track down some of the people that are part of the sort of raiders and whatnot.
yeah, because
your
there's going to be
associates.
whispers that work out in the Deadlands, right? So
Yep.
I'm looking for information about that. So
Good.
probably a consort or a sway, or can I talk shop and attune? Probably not.
Not a bad idea.
I think consort is probably more correct here.
Okay, and I'm thinking like in the Hooded Proprietor, there's probably people that have that kind of information. Like the same guy I go to for my weird indulgences and vices and things like that.
Sounds great.
Heck yeah. Fingers crossed. 4 ain't bad.
Sure. There are a couple trouble spots. Spirit wells and stuff like that. There is like 15 miles out or so. One of the last what used to be stopped before the city was a town that sort of just disappeared. And there's been, for the last several hundred years, hotspots that the train has to go through. One of the reasons why the Railjacks are there.
So I've got those locations roughly.
Can use them to your advantage or disadvantage as you see fit.
We will use it to our advantage. Thank you.
You'll certainly try.
Right.
We will use them.
Yes.
Yeah.
The dice will determine if it's advantage or disadvantage.
Yep.
Crafty Man, anything you're trying to find out?
Absolutely. So Crafty Man considers it his regular responsibility to do physical things in support of the team and also be prepared to do something crafty to prevent people from facing harm. And he thinks that there are two main sources of harm: moving between the train cars and then dealing with different areas in the track if, there's a ghost well or something like that. So the information he wants to find out is where are the safest places to detach the car. That's like a side thing. The thing he really wants to do, which might be risky right now, but he doesn't give a fuck about Railjacks, is he wants to sneak into a currently non-working train and practice detaching the mechanism and also going between cars quickly
Sure. Roll it.
Roll a 6.
I think a prowl.
Sweet.
The
Alrighty.
activity here is not being discovered, so
Sweet.
Get them
Prowl it
sixes.
up. That's 5.
5.
Alrighty.
Yeah, you were able to sneak around well enough to get some time and information on how far the jumps and where you've got more or less a good feel for it.
Cool.
I was going to say, sort of, because I can't give you a lot of extra information out of that.
That makes
kind of
sense.
same to cricket. You'll basically have like a floating +1 die.
Sweet. We'd
So
use
it's
some
maneuvering
kind of-
around
pursuing
the
those
thing.
things, right?
Excellent.
Good stuff.
Crafty feels good about that.
Good.
Like I said.
Crafty man for
pretty-
jumping and swinging around and stuff like that.
Sweet.
And cricket for
Tinker.
any sort of wreck and tinker sort of based things.
And Perry does have a good question. Do we know what the travel time is between Capital and Duskfold?
8 years.
A week or so. It's a ways, and
Gotcha.
it's sort of over a bit of ocean, and
Heck yeah.
Oh, I just realized this is going to be fucking Snowpiercer. Yes!
Sort of.
All right. Crafty man's going to get an axe.
as long as it's not Train to Busan.
Working your way down the train to the upper class.
Exactly. Ghost Piercer, Perry. That's right.
Ghost Piercer.
Can't look
Oh,
at
man.
Captain America ever the
That's
same
a
way.
That's a
No.
great name for the episode. Mhm.
What is your way in?
Info. Well, hang on, because we have.
We're gonna try to get travel on this train, right?
Yeah,
Right, but
deception.
given
I
that we're
think.
at war and there's liable to be inkbreakers on board, we probably just don't want to go as us.
Oh yeah. No, we
What
definitely
disguises?
don't do this
So
as
we're
us.
infiltrating.
Well, deception could be the same.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Because
All right. So
Crafty
lure,
is
trick,
also-
or manipulate.
Mhm.
Our key. So what we need detail is the method of deception. What specifically are we rolling this engagement roll about?
I imagine probably like getting actually in first class past whatever like extra security they have for this first class train because it's right there and the admiral's here and all that and passing whatever background check, ID check,
Sure.
to actually
So are we-
manage to be in there.
Are we
But
thinking
trying to
legit-
get on the train, talking your way, accepting the tickets, that kind of thing.
Right. Was that correct?
Are we doing legit tickets and then just disguising, or
That's kind of what I figure.
forging tickets?
I figured
Y'all can-
legit tickets.
Oh, you mean legit
Y'all
tickets with a
can-
forged identity?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That makes sense.
Y'all can spend a coin
Mhm.
To basically fund you and the twins traveling to like one stop up, and then you'd have that sort of number of hours between cities,
Gotcha. Cool.
about a day or so.
Spent.
Yeah, I was.
Because I mean, what else are we going to use it on?
I wasn't even sure about going into first class. Like, I was gonna try to get outside the train in between, like the classes,
Mm-hmm.
because it would be easier to get into the lower class. We wouldn't have to be around all these people anyway, and just sort of try to skip the first class carriage entirely.
Well, we can work it from both ends that way.
Right,
Two of
because
us are in
that's
first class.
that's my thought. Like, is to keep
All right.
things.
And then you and me and coach or something.
All
And
right.
then Crafty Man and Hook in first class.
Maybe.
We'll figure out how far you get onto the train, because
Yeah.
obviously if you roll poorly, we're going to have things leading up to it.
Yeah.
Yep.
One option is for Crafty Man to be Hook's bodyguard.
That's good. Yeah.
So, is this operation particularly bold or daring?
Hell yeah.
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 Just a wee bit.
A little bit. Is it overly complex or contingent on many factors?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So back down to 1. Does it expose the vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest?
I mean, on the train, right?
Mhm.
The weakest is in transit as opposed to at a station.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's not like they can really get away or summon reinforcements or anything.
Yep. You got a bottle episode. Are they strong against the approach, or do they have particular defenses or special preparations? Yeah.
They always do.
Yeah, they always do.
That should
Can
be
any of your
rewritten because they have special preparations.
Yeah.
Always reduced by 1 die.
Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for this operation?
I don't think the
Ooh.
cabbies can.
Wow.
I take that back. Ingrid probably can.
If we want to jump off,
we
at a
also
certain
have the
point, I think the
Askerion
cabbies
Whispers.
could be prepared.
The wraiths as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about them. We good friends with them.
Well, I mean, if we need to make a quick getaway, the cabbies could definitely help. Or if they're willing to.
I mean,
to
it's
leave
entirely
the city.
possible your quick getaway will be outside of the city.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh,
Which the cabbies
can.
know.
Okay.
Yep.
cabbies
that
are
makes
not
sense.
doing that.
Fair
But talking train robberies with the wraiths
Mm-hmm.
definitely would give you a +1.
Mhm.
Especially like Crafty Man if you win after your practice session kind of thing.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
totally justified.
Sweet.
So that is back up to 2.
Gave me some pointers, folks. I'm gonna rob a train.
Are there any enemies or rivals interfering in this operation? Yep.
Yeah, Ingrid's going to be all over that train, I'm sure.
Every time.
It's
more fun that way.
too easy if I let you have all the dice.
No, you don't get any of them.
Yeah.
Fred won.
No one. Start
Everyone's
with
a
that one.
one.
Why not just be like,
Are there any-
let's
are
roll
there-
1 die?
Exactly. Are there any other elements you want to consider? Let's see.
I mean, I feel like we did a pretty good bit of like prep.
Mhm.
We actually like got information. Craftyman practice doing the thing.
And I think Cricket would be pretty driven to get her hands on this stuff. As a morale thing.
I mean, presumably everyone's really driven to get it because it's worth a lot of money.
Mhm. I say, like in general, I feel like we've prepared well.
Mhm.
Yeah. I would say that there is enough to put together a whole dice out of little bits and pieces.
We have enough bits to
and-
cobble together 1d6.
I love it.
The Railjacks are a tier 2 organization, so that's probably pretty tough.
Yeah.
Especially when you're distracted and at war and whatnot.
And
So
we're
that's
effectively-
going to be a -1 as well.
Yeah,
Yep.
a tier 0, right?
There's strong
What's up?
tier 0.
Currently, strong 0.
Strong
I've been described,
zero.
I've been described as
Strong
this
zero.
many times. How do I look? That's a strong 0. All right. So, grand total 1 day.
Cool. I'm gonna roll it.
Who's feeling lucky?
I haven't rolled dice in forever.
roll that beautiful bean footage.
Be good.
Oh,
That's good.
yes.
I had to call with the roll 20 guys. We got it.
Yeah.
Sorted out.
Like,
Yeah.
hey, come on. Need some more expectable outcomes.
All right. So we sort of watched as the 4 of you make your way through the station in the city that I did not come up with a name with, and I do not care. But it is there, and it has a name and a culture. It's great.
Huskball.
Stationberg.
Station. There's your episode title.
Oh my gosh. And you know, our cool Snaky Boy soundtrack is on in the background as you walk up and pass tickets through, are let through to a gate, and calmly, safely make your way on board, bags in hand with all sorts of I'm sure
Awesome
gear
shit.
and everything,
we
which
didn't
brings us
discuss
to the point
loadout,
of loadout.
Yeah.
Light load. Including the sword.
I mean, the great part is you don't have to include the sword.
Oh, that's true,
You
yeah.
can just say, I include the sword.
I'm still normal.
Hmm.
because I have a bag with me. That's normal. We're traveling on the train.
Yep.
Yeah, I think normal.
Even heavy load here would be like
Yeah,
more
heavy.
excusable.
Uh-huh.
Because your
Going
luggage.
heavy.
Oh,
It's
that's
got
true.
a big ass luggage.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're definitely going heavy.
Yep. That's very true.
Yeah,
Need
and we're just
demolition
planning for
tools
like
and-
actually moving around in the train.
Oh yeah,
I don't want a big heavy thing.
Well, but
that
we're
makes
going to be
sense.
traveling with bags and stuff, right? So we're
Right.
Yeah,
There's
that's
I
why.
think-
justification.
even
But
in
when we
coach.
start
I
actually
think we could
doing
go.
the thing, I don't want a lot of stuff on me.
Yeah, that
I
makes
just
sense.
have like a backpack.
All of these are good ideas. You're good.
So a normal load would be possible.
I mean, he was saying that
Heavy's
a-
possible.
Heavy,
Crafty
you can
Man's
have
going
it.
heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crafty Man has a bag.
All
bag
of them
stuff.
are always possible.
Mhm.
It's just whether or not it draws attention. I'm saying that heavy load draws less attention than it normally would because
Because
you're
people
on a
having
train.
bags and stuff.
So I want to do it one step down from there. So I want to look like I have a light load. I'll take a normal load. So that should be.
Doesn't
not
make you
reasonable
look any
load.
different. People
Right.
are just more willing to overlook it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you have a bunch of big bags, that's
Mhm.
fine because you're expected to have luggage on a train.
This offers no mechanical benefit. I was just saying, hey, you might think this through. Well,
Crafty
mechanical
Man has
benefit
got
would be
great-
that you can have more things if you want.
It's
Right.
less
Yep.
likely to get noticed as being weird and out of place.
We need a sledgehammer and some stuff. So
There you go. All right. So you talk your way on, or combination of talking and actually having tickets
Paying.
that you've
Yep.
paid for and everything like that. And I think we will set the scene, and I think we'll probably go to break a little bit early here.
that makes sense.
But we will set the scene with Hook walking in, having someone lift his bag and put it up and away for him, and sitting down next to, in his wonderful assigned seat, the sort of squirrely, graying nobleman. Just thin and kind of gaunt and just fidgety, I think is probably the right word. But with still a very obvious sort of noble accoutrement is not the right word, but
Dressed up.
yeah, I mean he's well dressed and everything like that. More like it's specifically not a noble bearing because he is kind of twitchy and strange
Okay, gotcha.
seeming just from a glance, but you can tell
But you
that
can
even
tell he's
despite that, yeah, this guy's loaded. And he sort of meekly introduces himself as Lord Henry Sharp.
oh yeah,
Wonderful.
that's what a 6 on an
Is that
engagement roll
with
gives
the
you.
E, by the way?
Yes.
Of course it is.
Of the rifles.
Yep.
What?
Sharp's rifles.
Oh. Unintentional. Just,
Fabulous.
and it's actually Henri, but
Also, of course it is.
Mhm.
of course it's
Henri
Henri Sharp. All right, and with that, since my brain is sort of losing steam here,
Mm.
we're gonna go to our break a little early here. YouTube folks, we will see you on Friday. Presumably, we're getting
For
back to a
reals.
normal schedule.
Oh yeah.
And YouTube Twitch folks, we will be back in a little bit. If you want to come hang out with us on Discord, we would love to talk with you. That is yeetinto.space. You also can head over to our Patreon if you'd like to support us monetarily. That is staylucky.club. We'd love to have you either way, and we appreciate you joining us, and we'll see you next time.
See you later.